Quick! No. Shouldn't leave now. Gah! Gah! Quick! 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 Go! Nice and slow. Look what I have for you. You're always welcome here. I need a bath.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed. And then I'll have a hot bath.
All right, but money up front.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
I hope you'll only need a bath next time, sir. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm all done.
Careful!
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one.
Whatever.
Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya,
Which one do you mean?
the alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, She batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
Before she gave you the boot for an ordinary charcoal burner.
That's not true. She'd been seeing that charcoal burner long before she met me.
And you didn't mind?
Why should I? I didn't want to marry her.
So what did you want from her then?
You're yanking my pizzle, right? Of course I wanted to fuck her, but no, we never got around to it.
Someone wanted to kill her.
What? Her? Yeah, but what does that have to do with me? It wasn't me, and I don't know anybody who'd want to do that either.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A travelling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
Well, Zdena's days of stealing are over.
They caught her. I told her she'd be better off travelling the world with me.
And worse, someone killed her. It's been a while now.
So her too? Jesus Christ.
I'm afraid so. I'm sorry.
Thanks. Though it should have occurred to me since you're asking about her.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was going to rob him blind.
And might she have stolen a ring from him?
I don't know. I had to disappear before she succeeded. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You're behaving like
That was me.
with you. You nearly killed me! Where are you going? I'm sorry.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up.
I found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I buzz around a bit and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well, who do you suspect now?
I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper?
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to.
Excuse me. Mary said, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord."
I found it. I probably know Cathy. Well, you said. So, we're all here. I found it. That's wrong. No, you can't. Well, you said. So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
Do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well, who do you suspect now?
I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Who do you think it was?
Prop up. I'm sure of it.
No.
Really?
That's impossible.
It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurred to him that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. But he really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband too.
And did you learn who he found?
No, I think it fell apart when Yorka started rebelling. Yorka started working for the Von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given him any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with Von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, and spend a lot of time in prayer. Old Von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't get out of bed.
Who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
And now, most importantly, Yorka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if you know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lemire.
What? Why?
Doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
Were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later when things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted.
Maybe man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. No, we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him, though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
I managed to find Stanya.
You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in State Street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
How did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got struck or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly. Somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. According to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. Tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
None of our suspects were miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said, Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice? If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Gutenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better. Nothing came of it.
That's probably why I wanted to kill her. Likely to rape her before that.
Perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her. She doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Stena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. The killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time. I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewellery on her she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. I tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Stena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Stena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Oh, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
You won't want to hear it, but I think it was Prokop.
Christ almighty. Why the hell would you think that?
What if he had wanted to cover up Yarka's pregnancy?
Can you imagine the rumors? That his niece is knocked up? She'd probably have to move back in with him, right?
That would be a huge disgrace.
Prokop cares so much about how virtuous he is.
That's all I have. It's not the strongest case. I'd believe it.
We have to do something about it.
But what?
We'll have to kill him.
I'm not going to kill anyone. Especially not a priest.
As you wish. I'll do it myself.
You've gone mad. You can't just go to kill a priest.
Why not? Why can they murder girls, but we can't return the favor? Don't worry. You're excused.
What are you looking into now? Do you have a new case?
Fortunately, not.
No, not.
Well, and if we don't... I promise you nothing came to see me.
Will you? So, we're all here. All right,
Is that well?
You broke up. Well,
Go on. Let's what did you
what?
Indeed.
Yarka.
I was before.
Do you know?
She didn't.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. They're the daughters of important men come to see him. It doesn't matter. But then he
What?
still
But it's a good.
The William. The man is
alive.
She is. She said what a fuck. She said she all. Of course,
Doesn't almost every.
except none of us. Of course, the only
So
Or in a
I
maybe.
stand you.
that's I'm so
When
Pretty far more. All right.
so it
She's only father. You dead.
they just left.
It wasn't.
come now.
I suspect one of the Von Grollers.
leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Then a robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young, wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True. True.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
You're right.
William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Zena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? Maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
It certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
That's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship. The old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in. That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Can I help?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Henry.
Sorry, I know nothing about it.
Not expected. Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. Go to the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately. See you soon, my friend.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and night like her.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want to see if you have anything to teach me. Ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw iron right away. Well, I can lend you one. But next time, bring your own. Sprich deine Gebete, Arschloch! Hier!
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Ah. Yes. The young lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack the finesse. I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something. What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
What about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah! A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
What about an axe? Have you ever held one?
No! Did you take me for a woodcutter?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you to practice the basic posture. Nice and slow.
Yes, master.
Now I was starting to think someone wanted to...
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according...
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
It. He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon?
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
Not yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
Such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
Come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel? Hendel?
You wanted more.
Debauching my son! Nana goes like you! The others really young, but you! It's the trials I have to endure. A husband with both feet in the grave, a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up, so no one recognizes her, and in case what she says is true, got to.
That's it. Okay.
before I finish you off, I have to ask, what the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you. But you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right? A murder?
All those whores had it coming.
It was all Mandelina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted to kill him.
Can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Crowley. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendrill's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
A Mandelina just came to you like that, out of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her.
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yarko rejected me and that she started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings, and that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone. And
Go on. I'm listening.
that she deserved to die for all her sins, and she was right.
You know that's not true. Stan, you're hurting you, Hendel, and you feel like a killer. How many of the others have the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance. They were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
She might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she's right. That girl has a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He sure wasn't a rich and important person like Master Hendel, and she would even cheat on our master with him. Disgusting.
Confess then. How many of you did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breathes. Lured or...
You're completely mad. My God.
Take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
And I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. I'll hand you over to the city law.
I'm not worried. I'll have you know. My conscience is clear. They were all known bodies anyway. The bailiff should thank me for cleansing his city of them.
Shut your mouth already. Don't make me regret my decision. Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing. You serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue on your feet stop burning. Why, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a turn.
Why did you do it for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around the halls and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness. If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you better ask quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendon's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about this horse of his, so he always brought a lot of hair. We told him it was from them, as I taught him to.
You didn't find that strange?
Out of mind. He always found some too hard.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did he kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those laws knew what awaited them, to put the fear of God in them.
Do you realise you also killed girls with nothing to do with Hendon?
That's not possible. I saw it all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
What about that alehouse find when?
That's trumpeted. I saw how she chased him. It's a damn shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendon.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And sooner than later, that trollop officer got herself a child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Stena? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn hell, all of you.
What will we do with her now?
Let's take her to the big Bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
We can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? She hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you're blaspheming like that.
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Did you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you. Don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then do you want to have that on your conscience?
I mean, how could I live myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
We are the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right. Do it then. But I'll wash my hands of it. Well, someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait.
Good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Hey, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Hello, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well. I didn't even tell anyone about you.
What did they say to you? About the murderer and the body?
What do you think? They were shocked. And Thaddeus still tried to weasel out of it, but it didn't work.
That's good, the dirty swine.
Then he tried to blame everything on Mandalina, but that didn't help him. If not for him, none of those girls would be dead.
So? You're not going to break him on the wheel?
He'd certainly deserve it. But I think they're more likely to hang him quietly, to keep people from talking about how a murderer was running around and nobody noticed.
Yes, it's true. If they had tried more, then maybe...
But he'll be dead, and we'll finally have some peace and quiet. For which I am terribly glad.
What will you do now? You go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Will you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything. If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, but not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
What will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work at the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better, but the most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.